Good morning, and thanks for joining me for another mindful moment. Today, I wanted to talk about the default mode. This is a phrase that's being used a lot now with neuroscientists in relation to what happens when we're not actively engaged in some activity that requires thought process or our full focused attention. In other words, we've just done something and we don't particularly need to think about anything. We're just kind of, back in our life. Default mode, or just default way of being. Just finish something, a task or whatever, and I don't have anything I need to think about or do particularly. And then what happens? What's our mental state like then? Default. Well, what they found is that generally our mind goes really to all about us. you know, as soon as we have that time, then we start immediately thinking about, well, what about me? Is there something that I need? Is there something I'm missing? Is there something going on in my life that I don't like? And what they've found is that in general, thoughts just arise. This is automatic. And these thoughts arising will go to rumination, and what do I need? What do I want to worry about? What's going on? And these things just start popping up in our lives. And you may recognize that, as you sit down simply to relax, your mind will, come up, well, I got to do this, and what about that? And it's just popping up on its own. You're not actively, consciously deciding to worry about this or think about that or desire something. It's just happening. So there's a way to address this. We can actually change our default mode. We can stop being just a sort of a prisoner of our habits and thoughts that just arise by consciously thinking thoughts that we will find helpful. This is just practical. It's just what we think and do creates habits, and the neural pathways in our brain are created by thinking and doing things frequently. That's how we create habits and tendencies. We all know what that's like. The more we do something, the more it becomes sort of a habit. We don't even have to think about it. It becomes our default. When we're driving a car, driving a stick shift, at first it was difficult. Now we don't even think about it. There's certain ways that we're just very comfortable, environments we're really comfortable in, and that's just because that's what we're used to. So our default mode is just kind of a way that we're used to, whether it's worrying or whether it's just wanting to be distracted. Like, I just can't just sit here. I need something to distract me. Well, we can, on purpose, start, I like to think of it as watering seeds that grow. Starting to do things in ways of creating new habits. So how about a new way of being in terms of what I'm thinking about or what I want to cultivate in a mental state? So, for example, on purpose, what about waking up today or right now starting your day and thinking, I would really like to be more patient. I'd like to be more patient. So how about bringing to mind, an intention? I'm going to be more patient. I'm going to try to, when a little bit of agitation arises, just kind of feel that and let it come and go. And I'm going to, when I notice my body tensing up, or I feel I need to get this done, or I'm in a hurry for that, I'm going to take a breath or two, and I'm just going to just work on being more patient. And then this is what I'm going to water today. And if I do that throughout the day, if I do that throughout the week, you may notice that if you do it on purpose, if you do it consistently throughout the day, set a timer, remind yourself, you can be watering the seeds of patience. You can find yourself to be a more patient person over time, and that becomes a default mode. You catch yourself getting agitated, and then a breath comes and says, oh, okay, this will come and this will go. Let me be here so I can actually deal with it instead of react to it. I could water a seed of curiosity. I want to be a little more curious today. I could water the seed of just kindness. I just want to be a little kinder today and focus on bringing that to mind throughout my day. It could be a better husband, whatever that is. better wife, better partner, better person at work in terms of a colleague. And the idea is just simply this, that if you bring it to mind on purpose and do it more frequently, you can create neural pathways, you can create habits and tendencies around that. Your default mode can shift. And if we don't do it on purpose, it just happens. It just happens unconsciously. So today, in our mindful moment, I'm inviting you to bring some conscious thoughts and attitudes into your life. Pick something today. Pick it for the week. And see if you can, on purpose, nurture that thought or attitude so you can water and grow. Make it one that's meaningful to you. Do it consciously. Thanks so much for taking the time to be with me. May you be well, and may you be the conscious person you'd like to be today.